Hello, I'm Alex Hare, and I welcome you to Australian Archives, a program of musical items featuring Australian artists of note and taken from the archives. Welcome once again to Australian Archives, this edition commencing with the Melbourne saxophonist Arthur Pike and his quintet, recording in Melbourne in 1948, and Body and Soul.
Compensations. Some folks says the LSD and others rich relations. But me and you, when we feels blue and things is looking queer, we've got a friend to see us through, haven't we, our dear? For when skies are cloudy and you're feeling blue, the roof is leaking, the rent's overdue. The gas man knocks at the door. The milk cow won't leave milk anymore. The old man comes home without any pay. The wolf has moved in to stay. Just a drop of the doings, and everything is okay. doings will help you along. When you're discouraged and things all go wrong, the doings brighten the day, and they keeps the doctor away. When next door lets a tongue go astray, don't answer back the same way. Just have a drop of the doings, and everything is okay.
That was Sid Hollister. I wonder how many people remember that name. A Drop of the Doins was the tune, his own composition, and that was recorded in 1938. Sid was a variety comedian, starred in a number of early Sounder movies in Australia, but possibly best known for the Over the Fence segment with Bill Collins on Sunny Side Up in the 1960s. You recall now? I thought you would. And before that, Arthur Pike and his quintet, recorded in Melbourne in 1948, and a marvellous piece, Body and Soul. And accompanying Arthur, he was, of course, on alto sax, was George Cadman on piano, Jack MacDonald on bass, Bob Sargent on drums, and Paul Wingfield on guitar. Now let's turn to the Red Hot Mamas, and from the 1977 Hobart Jazz Convention, Happy Feet.
Happy feet, I've got those happy feet. Give them a low down beat, and maybe get dancing. I got balls and little tapping toes, and when they hear a tune, I can't control the dancing hill to save my soul. We're a blues, can't get into my shoes, because my shoes refuse to ever grow weary. I keep cheerful on nibble, all music sweet, 'cause I can't have happy feet. I keep cheerful on a nibble, all music sweet, 'cause I can't have happy feet. That's all.
With a thousand little stars, we can decorate the sea. With an optimistic feeling, we can build a little home. Every single little dream is a shingle or a rafter. We can paint the house with laughter when we build a little home. It's not a palace, nor a poor house, but the rent is absolutely free. This is my house, but it's your house, if you come and live with me, with a carpet on the floor, made of buttercups and clover. All our troubles will be over when we build a little home.
old Parlophone 78 there, featuring Beryl Newell at the piano, Al Dube and Harry Warren's tune Build a Little Home, and at the time Jack Davey, the vocalist, uncredited on that April 1934 Regal Zonophone recording. He came a long way from that time on, didn't he, until his passing. Before that, from the 1977 Hobart Jazz Convention, we heard the Red Hot Mamas, Janet Stutley, Mary Kirk, Lynn Thomas and Jane Smith. And we might have another one from them a little later in the program.
Kiss me sweet and we'll go flying high in birdland, high in the sky up above, all because we're in love. Should tell me farewell and goodbye. Lullaby of birdland, whisper low. Kiss me sweet and we'll go flying high in birdland, high in the sky up above. All because we're in love.
Lovely voice of Rochelle Turner with the Bruce Clark Planet Orchestra, 27th of July 1956, and that George Shearing classic Lullaby of Birdland. And the bracket opened with the William Flynn 3DB Orchestra from the mid-1950s and Linger a While. Now to Malcolm McKechnie and the Golden City of St. Mary's.
Find the way is a sleepy blue laguna which widens to a bay. It's built of fair marble, white without a stain, and in the cool twilight, when the sea winds wane, the bells chime faintly like a soft warm rain. In the golden city of St. Mary, among the green palm trees where the fireflies shine, are the white tavern tables where the gallants dine, singing slow Spanish songs like old mulled wine in the golden city of St. Mary. Shipping Sunset Wood and Westward Ho, through the green toppling comers, shattering into snow, till I come to quiet moorings and a watch in the golden city of St. Mary. I give you a toast, ladies and gentlemen. I give you a toast, ladies and gentlemen. May this fair land we love so well in dignity and freedom dwell. The worlds may change and go awry while there is still one voice to cry. There'll always be an England while there's a country lane. Wherever there's a cottage small beside a field of grain, there'll always be an England while there's a busy street. Wherever there's a turning wheel, a million marching feet. Red, white, and blue, what does it mean to you? Surely you're proud, shout it out loud, Britain's the way. The Empire too, we can depend on you. Freedom remains, these are the chains nothing can break. There'll always be an England, and England shall be free. If England means as much to you as England means to me. There'll always be an England, and England shall be free. If England means as
A song very indicative of the times, recorded on the 29th of September 1939, just a few weeks after World War II was declared, and that was Jim Davidson's orchestra with Jack Carpenter singing There'll Always Be an England. And before that, recorded in 1923 in London, Australian-born Malcolm McEachern and The Golden City of St Mary's. And let's round out this edition of Australian Archives with another item from the Red Hot Mamas, and it's Blues My Naughty Sweetie Gives to Me.
There are blues that's straight from loneliness, and there are blues that's straight from pain. There are blues when you're lonely for your one and only, the blues you can never explain. And there are blues that's straight from sleepless nights, but the meanest blues and peace. All the blues that I got on my mind, the blues and all the meanest kind, that's the blues my naughty sweetie gave to me. There are blues that you're getting when the glue isn't setting and you find your posies falling in your soup.
And the blues when you're flapping because your bra straps are snapping and suddenly your boobs begin to droop.
There are blues when your shoes have lost a heel.
And when you burn the evening meal.
There are blues when you're feeling you can really hit the ceiling and no one seems to know the way you feel.
There are blues when you've rejected invitations unexpected because you simply haven't got a thing to wear. Or your image tried to change, you look like you've got the mange because of doing something awful to your hair. Worse than being some man's slave and giving up the mirror when he wants to shave. Oh, the blues my naughty sweetie gave to me.
There are blues that you get from loneliness, and there are blues that you get from pain. There are blues when you're lonely for your one and only, the blues you can never explain. And there are blues that you get from sleepless nights, but the meanest blues that please are blues that I got on my mind, the blues that are the meanest kind, that's blues my naughty sweetie gave to me. The blues my naughty sweetie gave to me. Yeah.
Thank you.
Blues My Naughty Sweetie Gives to Me, the Red Hot Mamas, recorded at the Hobart Jazz Convention in December of 1977. And that takes us away from this edition of our program, Australian Archives. Australian Archives was conceived, prepared and produced by Alex Hare for Golden Days Radio. Thanks for listening and bye for now.